In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to add the EE TV Pro box to your Sofabaton X1 remote control. This might work with the other Sofabaton remote controls, but I'm not 100% sure on that. I've done a video on my channel recently regarding how to find the make and model of the EE TV Pro box, which I will add to this video so you can watch that. But back to this video. When you find the make and model number to add to your Sofabaton remote control, open up the Sofabaton app. Then under devices, if you click on the little plus symbol at the top, go on to the word integrated and then click on search model. Then in the box at the top, you want to basically type in the name of the manufacturer for the box, which I will now do. And as you see, it's picked it up straight away. So I'll tap on that. Then in the box again, you want to then type in the model number. Okay, so there you go, it's found it. So I'll tap on that. Then before you click on next, you can obviously press the test button to see if it works, but I've already done that previously. So I'm going to basically click on next. Then you can rename what you want to call it now. So I'm now going to put EE TV and then box. And then if you want to change the icon, you can, but I'm going to keep it as the TV icon. Then click on complete. This will now download the information required into the Sofabaton app, but at this point it's not adding it to the remote yet. Right, so once that's completed, you will then go to another screen. So obviously it now tells me that the device has been added to the hub. So you press on complete, and then you'll see it under your devices and it may say not configured. So click on that, and then basically you will see at the top, before creating an activity, you need to complete the device's power settings. So tap on that. And this is now regarding the activity. So it says, do you want the hub to automatically control this device's power for the activity? So every time you obviously set up an activity, if you leave that enabled, it'll basically turn off your TV and your EE TV box at the same time. As it says there, this allows the system to run on and off sequences, but requires a working power command. Or if you turn it off, choose this if the feature is not needed or supported by the device. So I'm going to leave it on, but you can come into the options and edit it later on. So you can change it from enabled to disabled if you need to. So I'm going to leave it on enabled. Click on next. Then you'll see this screen where it wants to obviously run a test. So I'm now going to, so it's currently turned on actually at the moment. So I'm going to tap the turn off section and run a test. And it has successfully gone off. So now you'll see the message. Does this device respond correctly to the power commands? So if your device is turned off, you tap on yes. So I'm now going to change it to turn on and run the test again. And the device turned on immediately. So again, does this device respond correctly to the power commands? You click on yes if it did. If it didn't, then you click on no. So, and obviously you can change the action from click to press and hold. And you can also change the delay, and you can also change the command if you need to. But I'm going to leave it as power because that's what it's obviously set to. And you can add another step as you see in the right hand corner, but I'm not going to do that. So you click on confirm. And then you'll come onto this screen where it shows the virtual remote basically. So now you can go back to the main screen, and on the remote itself, or you can do it in the app, you can basically click on me, and then if you go on to settings, you can back up the remote, which is a recommended thing to do. But to sync the remote, you can either go into the settings on the remote and sync it that way, or you can do it under settings on the app when I clicked on me and click sync remote there. So then when you do that, you'll see your receiver is flashing on and off green. That means it's downloading the information which you've just added to the Sofabaton app into the remote control, and you should see a percentage bar going up on the remote. So, which in my case, I can now see EE TV box on the remote. Now, if you want to set up an activity for the EE TV remote, that's quite simple as well. You can click on activity, click on the little plus icon. Then basically you can obviously customize it so you can set it up yourself, or as you can see on my screen, I've got watch EE TV box. So if I click on that, you will see that it's automatically selected my TV, and it's also selected my EE TV box. But because I'm currently using a HDMI splitter, I need to select that as well. So it basically selects the correct input. So when you click on next, it will now ask you, it'll say select an input source for the activity. So basically, yeah, it won't let me tap it. So you click on next, and here we go. So it'll say Samsung TV on. So I'm leaving that on. Then obviously my HDMI splitter has got no power key. And then basically what I want it to do is turn the EE box on. So I'm going to basically change that to on, and it says please ensure your choices match the current power status of your devices. So obviously both my TV and my EE box is currently on. So now I've done that, I can click on next. And then it says select the device you want the remote volume buttons to control. So as you can see on the screen, it's showing my Sofabaton remote. So let me see here. So what I want is I want it to control the up and down volume. So I think, if I remember rightly, I have to choose the top box, because I think the middle one is the mute, I think. Right, but you can change it anyway at a later stage. Select the device you want the other remote buttons to control. So if you click on the little eye information, to access more customization options, please finish creating the activity list. So to do the channel scan thing, I'm going to go for the circle. But actually saying that though, I might want the volume up and down, so I'm going to go for the volume up. Well, not the volume, sorry, the channel up and down. Right, so now it asks me to create a name. So I'm going to put watch TV. Click on complete. And there we go, it's now under my activity. So if I click on me, and I then click on settings again, and then sync remote, the activity I've just made will now be synced to the remote, and that'll probably take a couple of seconds really, but it all depends on your internet connection. And there we go. So now I've got all my devices under devices, and then under the activity I've got watch TV. So, but if there is anything wrong with the activity, you can obviously tap it. Obviously when you tap it, it obviously now has turned my devices off because it was all on. But if there is any problems, you can click on fix, and obviously you'll see devices failed to power on, devices failed to power off, input source failed to switch, and then you've got edit, so you can basically change the shutdown sequence, map your favorite keys, customize the remote buttons, etc. And obviously you can change what is set under the activity as well. So I hope this video has helped you. If it has, please give it a thumbs up to support my channel, and please subscribe for more videos, and I will link the previous video to the this video. Alright, take care everybody, and I'll see you soon.